The Fed Upward Podcast, a place for federal employees and friends of feds to find strategies and tactics to navigate everyday problems.
And now, a quick word from our sponsor.
From launch pads
We have liftoff.
to research labs, civilian Fed life leads to many places, all covered by WAEPA. WAEPA offers fully portable group term life insurance for current and former civilian Feds. This coverage answers whatever life brings, with benefits that follow wherever service calls. WAEPA. For Feds, by Feds.
Hi, Feds. This is Love Rutledge, host of the Fed Upward Podcast, saying hello after a little bit of a hiatus. I have been grappling with all the same things you have, changes at work, lots of drama at home just because of the time of year it is and all the school activities associated with having two little ones in elementary school. So thanks for your patience and flexibility. I'm excited to be back, especially because this week is Public Service Recognition Week. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about questions I hope you're asking yourself during this time of immense change in federal employment. So a few things to consider. First, what brought you to public service? For me, it was kind of random. I didn't dream of working for the federal government or being a public servant. I came into a job that brought me to the Washington, D.C. area, Northern Virginia, and never left. The benefits were great. The mission was amazing, and the people that I got to work with are second to none. So the next question is, what's keeping you here? What's keeping you in public service? There are a lot of things pulling us away right now and a lot of options to depart that maybe we didn't have before: early retirement, deferred resignation. Some of you may have gotten voluntary separation incentive pay. And there is a lot of pressure to leave. Public sentiment is not very positive about federal employees right now, as you very well know. And so my question for you is, what's keeping you in your job? Maybe it's a paycheck. Maybe you've got to maintain your health insurance so that you can take care of your family. But beyond that, what's your motivation to stay in public service as opposed to working in private industry and probably making more money than you make now? What do you need to continue to be successful? Do you need training? Do you need development? Do you need time away? Do you need to take a vacation to regroup and recharge? What do you need to ask for in terms of support from your federal employee friends and colleagues who are staying? And what might you need from your federal employee friends and colleagues who are leaving? What can you do to support people around you? What do they need from you to be successful and to not just survive, but thrive? Is that possible in this environment? I don't know. That's a really personal question. I think there are a lot of opportunities being presented to some folks, and others feel like their opportunities are being taken away. So what do you need to survive, and what do you need to thrive? Where can you find community? A lot of folks are not comfortable speaking up in the current federal employee environment. So where can you find community, folks that you can speak candidly with? Because that's really important. Is it a professional organization, a faith group, your neighbors, your family? Where can you find that community? On this podcast, I often encourage folks to join the Fed Fam, that's short for Federal Family Facebook group, join my email list. But right now I'm talking about in-person community. People who can give you a hug and a word of encouragement when you need it. Where do you find that? How long do you need to continue working? How long do you want to continue working? What's your minimum retirement age? Do you want to work till that minimum retirement age? Or do you want to consider other types of employment? How deeply have you thought about that? Here's a hard one. What are you contributing to the next generation of public servants? Do you have the energy to do that right now? I think we all owe the next generation of public servants an opportunity to do the kind of work that we've done. How can you support them? What can you learn from the people who are leaving federal service? What knowledge can they impart based on their years in this space? And what can you learn from the people who are staying? What do you need right now? I think a lot of us are focused on surviving right now, and those of us who are managers and leaders in our organizations are thinking deeply about how we can sustain the workload that we have, how we can continue to meet statutory requirements, and how we can try to maintain morale. That's tough right now. So, what can you do to make a positive impact? Again, I'll bring us back to the fact that this is Public Service Recognition Week. I encourage you to go and check out the resources on the website for the Partnership for Public Service, maybe to pick up the book by Michael Lewis called Who is Government, and just seek out resources to help support fellow federal employees. I hope you take a minute to appreciate the things you've accomplished in your career, the way you support the American public, and to give yourself a pat on the back at a time where a lot of American citizens aren't praising your work like they did during the pandemic, like they did after September 11th, and so many other major events in American history. The pendulum always swings back and forth in terms of support for federal employees, depending on what's going on. And it's our job to continue to serve, to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, regardless of what American citizens might think of us, even as we continue to provide services and goods for them. Take a few minutes to think about what public service means to you. I hope y'all have a great week.
ClearanceJobs, the leading digital network for cleared professionals, has launched fedwork.net, connecting federal employees with news, insights, and community. The public forum serves as an extension of the ClearanceJobs career community, empowering feds to stay connected and informed. Visit fedwork.net to search and start discussions, and create a free profile at clearancejobs.com to find your next cleared role.
Thanks for listening, friends. If you liked what you heard today, I hope you'll subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend. To join my mailing list, head over to fedupwardcoaching.com/podcast. Talk soon.